time for us to try out a new game and see what we think of it. So, real fast, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're going to try out Ball Pit. Or is it Ball X Pit? I don't really understand what the X is for. See it a lot with makeup brands whenever I'm buying stuff for my wife. So, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. I've seen quite a few things saying this looks really pretty good. Really quickly, just for the fun of it, let's scroll through, show what all different settings are. That was one thing I missed from Total Biscuit back in the day. When he would do reviews, he would always go through and actually discuss in almost excruciating detail everything that was actually going on in the settings. He was probably the most detailed computer game reviewer, period. But I'm not nearly at that level of technical knowledge for me to be able to do that. Alright, so this is supposed to be a roguelike brick breaker. And first it came recommended to me from my cousin. And I've seen a few things played on it since then, so let's see how this goes. This is an initial impressions video, so I'll just play for a little bit, see what I think. And then maybe edit things down just a touch. Like, I tend to cut out things like what's going on right now, cinematics, but I'll probably wait until I at least finish that sentence before I do so. Ooh, so we jump straight into it. Okay. Good old school brick breaker. So far liking what I'm seeing, but definitely can tell you start out significantly weaker than you're going to be. But I mean, it's a roguelike. Whoop. Leveled up. So, complete ball. Oh, select an upgrade. Let's see. Select. Let's try this just for now. So that's what my problem was. I wasn't actually picking up the gems. So poison. Breastplate decreased damage taken. Let's grab poison and start stacking up some of the debuffs. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm good with the game speed, although I feel like that tutorial window is not going to go away until I do something with it. Yeah, sure. Let's see what happens here. 2 levels of poison, 1 level of bleed. I think that puts them equal. Alright. Iron Ghost. That actually seems like that would probably be useful. That way it can be working on the back line while everything else is trimming away the front line. Trying to remember to look away from the mic in between saying stuff, that way you don't have to sit and listen to me breathe like it's an ASMR sleep video. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Brick Breaker ASMR. Now we're leveling up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop doing that. Alright, bottle tornado. That seems like that might generate a decent number of balls. Just got hit, I think. Okay, this is actually pretty fun. It bizarrely reminds me of Archero on the mobile market, which I know mobile games get a lot of flack, and Happy Games deserve it because they are definitely extremely predatorily monetized. The thing is, their games are also really, really fun. They just are set up to let you experience the fun part of the game, and then after you've gotten decently into it, start milking you for as much money as it can if you want to progress at any sort of rate past a snail's pace. So boost the minimum number of balls that you shoot. That might be useful under other circumstances. I kind of like boosting the damage that thing's doing because it's getting pretty deep in there. Fusion. Let's see. Let's try that. First time we got it, we might as well test it out. What is this? Virus. Applies 1 stack of disease to units it hits. Disease lasts for 6 seconds. Each stack of disease deals 3 to 5 damage per second, and disease units have a 15% chance of passing a stack to undiseased units. Ooh. Warlock balls. I wonder if they can pass it back and forth so they can boost their own stacks. What the fuck is this? Oh. Increases crit chance to 30% when hitting enemies on the right side. Not quite that good at aiming yet. Now that's kind of cool. I think we'll pick that up just to add some more stuff into the mix. So I guess now's the time to try to take out what looks like the equivalent of a boss unit. If there's any way to see what the rough health bar is on things like that. And I'm going to start clearing out some room, because definitely not doing enough damage to take it out. Come on. Let's try this just to see if we can use it to coincidentally take out stuff out in there. Oh, okay, cool. I don't know if we can catch back up. We'll try. Let's try that. Boost what abilities we have. Yep. Well, okay. Oh, that's not good. Yep, I think we're about dead. Yep. Ah, well, had to happen eventually. That's not terrible. Got us half of a level. From what I understand, you really need to get everything to about level 10. So let's see what goes on with the whole base building portion of this, which, can you guess what the aspect was that pulled me in? Actually, it was the brick breaker. I've been wanting to play a brick breaker for a little bit. fun part about growing up in the era where we really didn't have a whole lot of complex games when we were young. These types of games still really appealing. Man, if you think about how far they've come from the original Brick Breakers, it's astounding. Alright. And I have no idea where a good placement is for this, so let's just drop it there. Oh, we need to place a forest tile now. So. And I'm going to assume it will benefit us somehow to have them near each other. Oh, okay. Neither resource. Interesting. Recovering. So, what all can we build? Not much at this point. Not much at all. So, okay, so you need 2 wheat to do that, then 2 force to do those. So let's just go ahead and drop another wheat. And how about... Okay, let's rearrange. Let's move it. Actually, let's... we should be able to pretty resoundingly do that. Maybe. Alright. Upgrade requires wheat. What about an upgrade for that? Just gold. Makes sense. Well, I guess at this point... we go ahead and do another run. I have to admit, it's a weirdly ominous aesthetic. Aesthetic? Sorry. For such a simple type of game. Yeah, let's just turn auto fire on. I'm interested to see what happens exactly whenever the character actually permanently levels up. And let's see. Go ahead and grab poison. Oh, I don't like that. Let's do this. I wonder if there's anything in this that requires you to actually use all the different abilities at different times in order to fully unlock everything. Because that one that decays damage sounds like something that would be useful for things like bosses, but not much else. And yeah, the length of time that boss lived definitely messed me up a little bit, but I don't think I'm quite at the point of consistently getting there to have to worry about getting past the boss just yet. Lightning. And let's try that to get some AoE going on. I probably should have at least read the other one. See what it was about. And let's see. What is this? Oh. It seemed like I died pretty fast the last time, so I'm not sure that would be useful. That might be... yeah, let's do this. Not too interested in defensives just yet. That may be a mistake. But if my time playing Happy Games has taught me anything, it's that the best defense is a good offense. And I that could be a totally wrong approach for this, but gotta go with what you know for the time being, right? So it's going to be upgrading something. And let's do this. Focus in on that whole AoE build concept. Come on, give us a bunch. Yeah, that's pretty good. 3's better than half of what we got, so feel a little bit better about actually focusing on picking up the experience cubes this time around too. All baby balls deal 20% more damage, increases crit chance to 20% when hitting enemies on the front. Yeah, let's grab that one. 20% crit is not terrible. 1 in 5. Rule of thumb for stuff like crit chance is that usually once you get to about 30%, you have as much as you really need. Okay, so let's try that. Lightning and poison. Huh. Let's see what we get. Ooh, that's actually really good. Now we're mass poisoning. So far, this seems like a fun build. Ooh, what is this? The ghost, I don't know how much it helped the last time, so we're going to bypass it. Let's do this one. It looks like is that a different mini boss from the last time? Looks like it's starting to crumble a bit. Maybe it will die soon. Oh, cool. Yeah, we're definitely doing better than the last time then, because that was significantly easier to kill this time. That doesn't seem to have any negatives to it, so sure. Well, that might be useful, but so far healing doesn't seem all that necessary. I'm sure it will be here in just a minute. And let's just do that. I know the bonus damage percentage-wise probably would still be good, but for the time being, I would rather get direct damage. Oh, nice. So, made up for us skipping that one. Cool. Still being lucky. Every 2 seconds, generate a baby ball. Sure. Let's try it out. See how it goes. Ooh, we got a new character when we can build that. Now, how long it'll be before we have the resources to build it, I don't know. poison lightning is doing work. Let's upgrade the turret, try to generate some more baby balls. Let's try evolution again. Yeah, might as well. Let's see what happens when we combine the bleed and the tick thing. Leech. Attaches up to 1 leech onto the enemy it hits, which adds 2 stacks of bleed per second. Oh, okay. Well. Seems pretty effective. Gotta love it when you get in that position where everything seems to die significantly faster for a few seconds. Take it. And what all we get an upgrade? Leech, and turret, bullet. Nice. Of course, I actually like everything I have right now, so let's see. It seems like it might be worthwhile to go ahead and pick up at least one somewhat defensive ball. Hopefully giving up something just a little bit more offensive won't hurt in the long run, but gotta at least try it out, right? And we're probably getting ready to hit another boss fight. I think if I'm reading that little chart correctly. Whoops, got a little too close to the sun there. Let's do fusion. Oh, that should be interesting. Ooh. So now we're spreading some status damage around. Oh, we can get a separate lightning from the poison and lightning. We can get another bleed. I don't really know what that means. Let's just stack in some more AoE. Seems to be working pretty well right now. That guy's starting to crumble. I would imagine he's actually going to die soon. Awesome. So we have a pretty good build. What is this? Let's do that. I know it's at least partly based off of the balls getting back to you, but that'll probably help when we get into a tight space, so. I would imagine we're getting to the point where we need some fusions to actually be able to keep upgrading. And let's upgrade the vampire one. Probably should have upgraded the lightning to get that one eligible for another fusion to be able to get some sort of combined lightning effect with maybe the leech. I don't know. And this time, let's do lightning. This is one of the best parts about games like this, when builds are actually working well, rolling well together, and you're feeling like your character's getting decently powerful. And yes, this is the very first level of the game, but the earlier in the game in which you can actually start feeling super strong, the better. So, what happens if everything is at max level and you level up? Oh, you get resources. We definitely need gold at the moment. I'm sure everything else would be useful, but since we're just starting out, it seems like the most basic resource would be the best one to get. That's probably the completely wrong way to approach that. And I probably should have went with the one that was offering me the least of, because it's probably the rarest resource. But we'll see. I don't know why that guy wasn't wanting to die. There we go. Let's do a fusion here. Vampire and lightning. That's what I was hoping for. I'm imagining lightning strike with vampiric effects. Awesome. And that should open me up to be able to pick up some more abilities. This is a cool system. And we can get us another lightning ball. You know what? Lightning's been working well for us so far. Let's invest in some more lightning. What else can we combine with lightning to give us some boons, so to speak? I probably should put a flash warning at the beginning of this video. Everything's tightening up quite a bit. I'm getting just a little bit intimidated here. Okay, come on. Let's eat away at the enemies real fast, because we've got something dangerous approaching. That's creepy as hell. Oh, okay. So now we go bullet hell mode. Do I just have to survive the whole trip back? Ah, the crown. thank you for giving me a chance to regenerate some health. I wonder how long you have to actually kill the boss before it just either does something super powered and overwhelms you or something along those lines. Because I'm sure there's a point at which it will be like, alright, you didn't win fast enough, it's time for you to die. And let's get some vampiric hits going on. Ah, shit. I'm glad I have the sound effect that tells me that I'm successfully hitting the crown, because I can't really watch the crown. Uh-oh. Oh, that was tight. Cool. Well, that was fun. Hmm. 0.05 status effect power for each character you've completed the Boneyard with. Each fast tier completed on top of that adds 0.005 bonus per character. So basically, you can boost your passive effects from statuses. Okay, so I guess when you level it up, it just starts your baseline stats a little bit higher. And early on, this seems useful. Alright. New upgrades unlocked. Cool. Dark. I don't really like the way that sounds. That sounds fun. That sounds fun as well. As does that. So that's the only one that I don't really like that much. Okay. How's it? I would imagine we eventually have quite a big map here. Let's just do that. Don't have enough stones to be able to do that. Okay, So, yeah, we'll try that. Okay, so they've hit everything they can. Good. Yeah, let's see if we can actually build anything useful now with what we've got. Probably would be useful here, so we'll throw that. Let's see, I launched them over the head. It came over in this way, so let's try that. And I need stones. So, kind of wish I had actually thought about trying to drop that down first, although I don't think I would have had the resources to do it. Let's see if we can do one more. What is his? So, burn. Can move at full speed while shooting. Yeah, but I heard that you should try to get him up to the level 10, so we'll stick with the baseline guy, because I'm pretty sure as soon as we move on with him, we won't be playing him anymore. No, actually, I guess we need to... Well, I don't know. We could try doing it fast. See how that goes. So we've done it once. See how increasing the speed makes it go. I would imagine this will make it feel significantly harder. Yeah, the difficulty is definitely going to have a little bit higher of a curve this time around. Well, we don't have anything with area of effect yet. That would be nice, but I think we're going to go with the tried and true lightning ball for now. Nope. I mean, that is a big hit. But all that talking shit, and then let's just do what I was saying, stick with one that actually appeals to my playstyle. If there were some clear things that we had unlocked, like CDR, then it might be useful to grab something like that. But right now, it just doesn't seem like something that actually has a built-in cooldown is going to be useful. We won't need Vampire just yet. Laser's kind of cool. I didn't really have any problem with movement earlier. As a matter of fact, I felt like I was moving maybe just a touch too fast, but yeah, we'll go with Laser. I'm not even considering spending gold on rerolls yet. Not until I get to a point where I'm not worried about resource gathered. Once I have enough gold sitting around that it doesn't seem like it's going to be a limiting factor on anything, then I'll start using it for some rerolls occasionally. And that's actually not terrible damage per hit. Like if we look at all the other ones, but that seems like that might be fun to have. Probably won't be all that helpful against the skeleton guy at the end though, so Looks good. Those arrows must have to hit you dead on with the front in order for them to actually do some damage. I don't like that, because I'm rarely hitting the back of the field right now. I'm sure that will be useful later, but not at the moment. Ooh, let's go ahead and cap off our bleed ball. Before we grab that, let's see if we can get enough to... Oh, wait. Our electric ball, and that is there. So let's see if we can get some electric bleed. Oh, inflicts 4 stacks of bleed. Cool. This will be where we get to see how good our build is. And our vampires are defensive for this level. I don't think we need to reduce direct damage just yet. The balls are going too far away from me. Well, I can probably fill my health back up. Come on. Crack up on me. Not very good. Uh-oh. We might be in a tough spot. Yeah. Well... Uh-oh. I don't know if we can recover. We'll see. What have we got? Alright, that'll work. Let's see what happens here. Oh, this is not going well. I don't think our damage is quite high enough to do well with this. Yeah, I think this is just going to end up being a resource generating run. But we had to try. Yeah, we're starting to get overwhelmed. Things are about to get us killed. Yeah, nah. Ah, well. We had to try a new difficulty. Because we're going to get them gears, right? Let's go harvest some resources. But first, let's look at what we can make. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting that it's exponential. Well, not exponential. That was a stupid way to phrase it. But okay, so now come on, hit the other forest. Hit the other forest. Nope. Ah, well. I probably need to reposition that. And let's try here. And we'll figure it out the next time we're getting ready to harvest. Should have done that before harvesting. Alright, well, so far, really fun. Actually liking this one. Dumped a little bit more time into it than what I intended, so I'm going to take a break and pick it back up again tomorrow and try some more stuff. Well, actually, first, show upgradable. Ooh, yeah, let's upgrade some resources first. Do that. Do that. Can't upgrade anything else at the moment. Alright, so now that we can continue, I thought about it a little bit, and oh shit, cool. We can harvest some stuff, I guess, or we quit the game now, so let's do that real quick. And let's see how well this works. Now, I have thought it over a little bit, and even though I had originally sort of settled on sticking with the one character until it hit about level 10, I think for the sake of this first impression, I'm going to go ahead and test out the new character on one run. That way, at the very least, I can give a little bit of an impression in terms of what it is probably like in order to, or not in order to do anything. That way I can give an impression with the different characters besides just the first one. So we'll go through, take him through on a basic run and see how that goes. Has scattered aim but shoots twice as fast and constantly launches balls if any are available. So it sounds like with him, I'm not going to have to actually aim. But we'll see. Or not aim, but it seems like I'm not going to have to press the fire button whether I want to or not. I just have to keep in mind that even if he's good, I've got to go back to the warrior, at least for a little bit. Although I don't imagine he's going to be all that great just right out the box. Without at least a few stat upgrades from leveling him up a touch. Oh, horizontal laser. Balls that hit flaming enemies light on fire and deal bonus damage next time. That might be useful since I already have the fireball, so let's try that. Oh, yeah, that's right, move. take a little bit of time to get past some old habits from older ball breakers, or wall breaking. Get too close. Doesn't seem like the aim is really scattered all that much. Still more or less going where I want it to. So vertical laser, 25% chance to generate a baby ball, or upgrade the midnight oil. I think we'll go with vertical laser. I like this because it lets me dig through the layers that I haven't quite got to just yet, and it's actually firing off pretty rapidly. Alright, let's see what we get upgraded. Not bad. And what is this? Freeze. Frozen enemies receive more damage to the back eye. Still don't want that. I'm curious how that will combine with Fireball. Like, can they be both frozen and on fire at the same time? I need to stop running into them. It's a stupid way to end up getting damage. Just hoping I get the vampire ball. Try to level up before picking up the fusion. Let's try combining laser directions. Now we've got 2 maxed out, so I guess the next time we pick up a fission or fusion thing, we'll possibly be able to actually fuse them with an upgraded ability. It's not too terrible so far, but it doesn't really feel like anything in particular is popping off with this build just yet. Although it's pretty consistently clearing out rows, so I don't know. Maybe that's just the way it feels. Alright, what fusion do we got? Burn and laser. I guess it's going to make it so that the laser catches everything on fire that it hits. Area of effect damage from laser also inflicts fire. That's what I thought. Well, we're definitely clearing things really quickly. What is this one? Earthquake. We got a decent amount of AoE at the moment. Let's get our laser up there and try to get it ready to be able to do a fusion with it as well. Yeah, we're actually clearing stuff out decently quickly. So this guy may just innately be that much stronger than the warrior was. Like, the only reason why things slow down right now is because we're not really bouncing as much as normal. We'll see. I thought that first run was actually pretty good up until the point where I actually lost significantly. So let's see what we got here. Ethereal Cloak. Balls go through enemies and deal 25% bonus damage until they hit the back of the field. That sounds nice, but it could be double-edged. So. Ah, yeah, because it reduces the rate that they return to me. This could be bad. Yeah, do this. I may have screwed myself in my build. Sure, what's this do? Emits a freezer ray when hitting an enemy, dealing 16 to 41 damage to all enemies in the path with a 10% chance of freezing them for 10 seconds. Yeah, cool. Too bad I'm about to die. This would be a really good time for the vampire ball to pop up. Okay, so I can get another freeze. Although this would be super useful on the boss if I can manage to make it there. Problem will be actually making it there. Pretty good. Trying to kind of go to try hard mode at this point. There we go. That might help get some health back. There's got to be a way to make that ethereal thing work really well. That seems like the type of ability that would actually be really useful in something like this. Getting my balls trapped without the ability to fire them off has not worked out too pleasantly. Yeah, let's try to get this. Let's go. Decently upgraded. Can actually build my health back up. Maybe we'll be okay. This is gonna work out. Seems like I accidentally unlocked the self-inflicted hard mode. Is going to devastate me. Should be interesting. pass through. I honestly feel like I could have probably won that one had I not taken that one talent. So that lets me know to avoid. Where is it at? Ethereal Cloak. Can you discard talents? It's a good question to ask now, but I actually do think that guy could have probably beaten that level relatively easily. Now the reality though is that at this point I feel like the video is starting to get enough length on it that I need to go ahead and wrap things up. So let's harvest some resources and then we'll call it quits for the night. After I figure out how I want to aim this. Oh, I probably should have aimed towards that building. Anyway. Build. No more houses open right now. Need some more stone to be able to do that. So let's pop another. I feel like it'll get a little bit easier to do this once I actually get things expanded enough. Like I should probably take all those and kind of concentrate them in one spot and try to surround them with buildings. Just right now I don't have enough buildings to do that. I probably shouldn't have expanded until I had enough stuff going to where I needed to. Ah well, you live and you learn. So, thoughts so far. It's really cool. I'm enjoying this. I'm definitely going to be putting a bit more time into it. But between this and Hades, I'm not sure exactly what I want to play. Probably will be splitting streams between the two of them. Do a little bit of time with Hades, a little bit of time with this. It's a really fun game if you enjoy the element of roguelikes where it's the progression system. Then I would say definitely give this a try. Because this is basically a progression system with a brick breaker built into it. But really fun, highly recommend, and I don't know, I can't see myself getting bored of it for a while. And from what I can tell, it's not like it's a super extensive game with a metric ton of levels to go through. So yeah, I'm sure you can get bored of it eventually. That's just sort of the way that roguelikes end out working out. You know, the repetitive stuff only works for a little while. Hades, it can stretch a little bit longer than normal because of the way the story elements work in it. This one I can see it stretching a little bit longer than normal because of the base building. But I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm looking forward to pumping some more time into it. And I would say if this looks even slightly appealing to you, it's not that expensive, go ahead and pick it up. Alright, well, that's it for this evening. You have a good night, and remember, if I can beat it, so can you.